I want us to look at the African society in comparison to the American one. I've never been to America, but I've read a number of literatures and watched one or two movies about it, so I've got an idea of what it is, and I've interacted with people from that country. It's a wonderful country, uh, and its citizens are one of the best givers that I know. They have got open arms rather, and I've lived all my life in Africa, particularly Zambia. I would say when you look at the American societies, there are certain things that as Africans we can't understand. For example, I do not understand why it is so easy for an American to have access to a gun, for example. There are just too many guns, and I wonder why it is like that. And at the same time, they still wonder when a 12-year kid or someone with a criminal record goes on a shooting spree. In Africa, in contrast, in Africa, for example, it's possible to come across someone who is 50-year-old or 60-year-old who has never handled a gun before, not even the one that is unloaded. Okay? So, in that area, I would say the Americans have got a lot to learn from the African societies, in that we are far much more a peaceful, loving society than them. Okay. On the other hand, in the American society, for example, when someone grows old, they are taken into old people's homes. That would be a taboo in the African setup. For me to take my own father to the home for the aged, it is my responsibility to look after my aged parents, regardless of their condition. And in that area too, I feel the Western world can learn one or two things from Africa. And this is the way we should actually go. We should learn one or two things. We should learn the good things that the other societies have got to offer and proceed in that way. African societies, we used to live in extended families. That is why it is shocking right now when you see people who claim to be educated, who are educated by families at a great cost. When they make a little money, they build big houses, and then they build walls around those houses, and they don't want to live with their extended families. That is very, very unfortunate. Time and again, I've heard people who were educated by their uncles, aunties, big elder brothers, or just some distant relatives, claiming or making assertions that their money is for their kids. They work for their kids, implying that they can't help someone who is not from their nuclear family. That is very unfortunate, and we should be ashamed as Africans for sure if we are to be saying such things. If you yourself you were educated by your uncle, your aunt, or your grandmother, or your elder brother, where do you even get the courage to start saying your monies are for your kids alone? It's shameful. This is so shameful, and we should be ashamed as Africans. And I'm appealing to every African, wherever you go, wherever you are, that we shouldn't actually shun away the good cultural beliefs, the good cultural practices that have held us together. We have always lived as a family, as an extended family. My brother's children, they are not my nieces, they are not my nephews, they are my kids too, they are my children, and my children are his. If I drop dead today, I expect my brothers to take care of my children. Similarly, if any of my relatives dropped dead today, it is the responsibility of us, his family members or her family members, to take care of those kids. So if we start making if we start taking up these, I don't know, strange cultural practices, strange, I don't know, I can put it, that it's only our families that should benefit from the little that we have, is very unfortunate, and we shouldn't continue in that way. When you come to Africa for the first time, for the people that have never been here, you'll be greeted by friendly faces. Here, when you greet someone, most likely they will respond with a smile on their face, and they will respond as if you have known each other for some time. Unlike what actually takes place in the Western world. I remember watching Eddie Murphy's movie, Coming to America. You know what happened when Eddie Murphy one morning greeted his neighbor. I don't want to go into those nitty-gritties, but the point is, we are a united family as Africans, and we should continue on that path. The Western world should actually also learn from us, from the togetherness that we enjoy in Africa. This is why we should always be watchful when politicians come with different songs and tricks trying to divide or dismantle this unison practice that has been there from time immemorial. We should be very careful. They are just after the political office, and they want to exploit us. They will leave us at loggerheads with our neighbors, our friends and families, and they go stealing the resources of the nation. We should be very careful with the way we handle these politicians. Otherwise, one day they will land us into problems. That is if they have not already landed us into problems. Thank you very much.